Welcome, everybody. Come on, get those videos on. Welcome. Look at these faces. Everyone came in at the same time, looking good. Welcome, everybody. My name is Scott Benham. Let's get those videos on. We are going to get started. Hey, Rick. Good to see you, Rick. What's going on, Travis, Maureen, Betty Lou? We have a good day for you guys today. Raise your hand if you were a part of part one yesterday, if you got to experience part one. Yeah. All right. Good. All right. Here's what we got. I'm going to let Pedro do the introduction, kind of a recap of what we talked about yesterday. Okay. But for those of you who might be your first one, maybe you caught the replay and thought, oh, I want to check out part two. Our goal yesterday was clear. We wanted to help you identify how to crush your 2022 goals with challenges. Today, everybody here who is here today is going to get a free gift. We're going to give you our 8-figure challenge design workbook, But before we do, I always love to get a quick little idea is like, where's everybody from, right? So where are you tuning in from, right? I want to see some interest. Florida, Sharon, me too. Me and Sharon live right next to each other, apparently. Delaware, Barbados, England, Cali, Sacktown, Texas, Switzerland. I think I just saw Nairobi, Sydney, Canada. Look at you guys all over the place, right? All over the place. Well, let me do this, guys. My name is Scott Benham. It's my great honor to be with you today. I've been with Pedro since the very beginning, since before Crush It With Challenges, and which is the shirt that I'm wearing right now. Before Crush It With Challenges was even born, right? So we started to create Crush It With Challenges for a very simple reason, right? We wanted to teach people how to launch, grow, and scale their businesses, whether they be in-person businesses or online businesses, with challenges. Yesterday, we talked about what challenges were and why challenges. Pedro's going to recap a little bit on that one today as well. But here's what I want to tell you, right? Challenges are the great equalizer. Because it allows for you to deliver value and results in advance. No other strategy does that. Not a webinar, not a tripwire, not a podcast, not a book, right? Everyone else makes you pay for something in advance. So challenges, free and paid challenges, help you add value and deliver results in advance. What does that do? That helps build know, like, and trust. Okay, that helps build know, like, and trust. So here's what I want to do today. Our goal is super simple. Okay, we wanted to not have a webinar. We wanted to see your faces, right? So we could get the energy. So I want to now take a moment and kind of introduce the genesis of challenges, right? The genesis really of challenges as it relates to how Pedro has taken challenges by storm, because challenges existed before Pedro came on the scene. But many of you have been in the online, internet space, marketing space for a long time. And you probably remember, how many people remember a time where they didn't know who Pedro was? Yeah, that's real, right? That's real. And you know why that's real? Is because Pedro wasn't on the scene. He wasn't on the scene. He went from obscurity, right? Living in obscurity, having a, successful, but what he would call a relatively, at some point in time in his career, boring financial practice in Northern California, not being known by anyone, in the online world, to in less than 2 years, scaling his businesses to 8 figures, from obscurity to 8 figures, right? Now being asked to speak, mentor, consult for some of the biggest names in the industry. People like Eben Pagan, right? Ryan Deiss, Tony Robbins, Roland Frazier. Guys, Russell Brunson, right? Russell Brunson purchased the Challenge Secrets course that's not even available yet to the marketplace. Okay. It's part of his $25,000 Two Comma Club X coaching program. Okay. So imagine being on no one's radar and being now at the top of the game with the most elite and sought after consulting and internet marketers in the entire world, right? That's been Pedro's ascension. And his ascension has come on the back of challenges, adding value, delivering results in advance, okay? Helping people solve problems, right? So not only has he come into the spotlight, but also over the last 3 years has built not one, not two, but three 7 and 8 figure movements, right? With huge followings, generating two Comma Club X awards, which means he's generated $10 million through his business, through ClickFunnels, and 8 2 Comma Club awards. Despite that, right? Despite that, Pedro is humble and caring and wants to show up every single time for you guys, his people, right? Which is awesome, super awesome. So I want you to do me a favor here, okay? I want you to do me a favor. If you would, please unmute yourself and help me welcome Pedro, the challenge guy, Adeo, with some fanfare. That would be fantastic. Let's hear it.
Hey!
Welcome, Pedro.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome, everybody!
Pedro.
Hello, Pedro.
Hello.
Hi, Pedro. Hi.
Pedro. Thank you.
Bienvenido,
All right.
Pedro.
Lucky to see Pedro.
Love you, Pedro. You're so
What's up? Okay. Oh my word. That was fun. I'm so glad Scott did that. I was a little all right. That almost always happens when I almost always get muted in the process. Guys, what is up? I appreciate that. That was fun. I'm like, oh my goodness. I think that was super fun. And yet, like, I'm clapping for you guys too, because you're here. It's Friday afternoon, probably where you are. You could be doing a million things right now, but here you are on a training to learn more about how you can take your life to the next level in 2022 and beyond. So I'm clapping for you. And guess what? I'm still hungry, still learning, still growing. So good on you for being here. This is part 2. This is part 2. We're going to build from yesterday and just keeping it 100. Guys, now you probably know why I never do webinars. I hate not seeing your faces. I mean, it's like, if I can't see you, how do I know that you're there? And if I can't see your face, then I'm like, I don't even know if you're really paying attention. Does this make sense? I've gotten over the last 3.5 years, I've just gotten addicted to, like, I need to see who I'm talking to, the people I'm trying to help, because guys, like, I'm at this point now, I'm doing this for you guys. It's been a busy week, I'm like, man, I could take a Friday afternoon off, but I'm here for you guys. So I love seeing you guys' faces, and I'm here to help you guys today. So you guys were all here yet? You guys all saw part 1, right? Okay, cool. Part one. All right. So Scott, I want to do a quick recap. I know some of you didn't do part 1. Some of you guys jumped on. I'm going to do a super quick recap. So Scott, I'm sharing my screen from my other computer. Okay. All right, cool. And let's get both of these pinned. Is there a way to kind of pin both? I don't know if that's possible, but let me just kind of run this through, guys. Today is really all about helping you crush all your 2022 business goals with challenges, okay? Like Scott said, 2018, I was a financial planner living in obscurity. I was happy, don't get me wrong, I wasn't miserable. I had a nice business. It was a 7-figure business. I got my first ClickFunnels 2 Comma Club award by growing my brick and mortar service business using funnels and advertising. So I was running the business. It was fine. I was going to grow my financial business, and then ended up getting tricked into really becoming an online educator. That's another story, and the rest is kind of in history. So in 2018, there I was in a little local coffee shop with 20 people, and then just 3 years later, I get to work with just legendary entrepreneurs. That's me with Damon John. He's a friend and partner. Me and Lewis Howes have done stuff together. I've worked with Lewis's team on their challenge. There's, the great motivator of our time, Les Brown. I got to meet one of my childhood heroes. I grew up, I'm 47. I grew up in the, on gangster rap as a kid. There's Snoop Dogg. I had a chance to interview him. My wife and I am receiving tons of awards. And more important than all this, guys, is just the impact I know that we get to make in the lives of so many people. So this challenge framework has allowed me to do all this in 3 years. And so that's why I want to help you understand like what's available for you when you partner and when you go all in on this challenge framework. And so spoken on some incredible stages, traffic and conversion stage, funnel hacking live, and so much more. And guys, we went from 0 sales online to over 10 million a year in sales online in just our second full year, guys, without a fancy sales team, without a lot of complexity, just doing one thing: challenges that got us here. And because of challenges, guys, literally, that's my wife, that's our kiddos. We've never experienced more financial abundance, but literally it's also the impact and the fulfillment, right? That's really what, at the end of the day, guys, money is great. We need money. We live in a modern world. We need money for things. Like it's hard to live and express yourself and enjoy life without money, but the fulfillment and the impact, guys, is where really it changes you. So I just want you guys to kind of experience what's available when you can really tap into just massive amounts of impact by serving people at scale. And this challenge model lets you do that. So this is a nice quote from my friend Dean Graziosi. He said, "Pedro, you've brought challenges to the modern era. You leveled them up." He says, "Pedro, I've been doing challenges for years, but it wasn't until I got connected with you and you showed me how you were doing them. And now Dean runs challenges for himself. He runs them with Tony Robbins. The biggest online event in the world last year was a challenge, our challenge framework run by Dean and Tony in the Own Your Future Challenge. Almost had 1 million people, guys, signed up for that challenge. So just super cool to be giving back to the industry like this. So of course we've launched our Crush It with challenges. And so here's one thing I want you for your notes. Everything, I believe this with all my heart, everything you want in your life and business is on the other side of you crushing it with challenges. Okay. So this is my firm belief. Okay. This is my firm belief. How many guys remember I talked about procrastination yesterday? How many guys just type in procrastination if you remember that? How many guys remember me talking about overthinking yesterday? This is your way out of procrastinating. This is your way out of overthinking, is just go, you know what, Pedro? I'm gonna follow the path of challenges. I'm gonna crush challenges. I'm gonna use this. This is my framework. This is my way to bring my gift, my value to the marketplace at scale. I'm gonna stop being a dabbler, and I'm gonna go all in. And guys, I'm telling you right now, that's what we're gonna talk about today. So let me remind you what a challenge is. Some of you guys weren't here yesterday, and some of you were here, but maybe we're a little bit confused. A challenge, first of all, it lasts for a period of time. It has a start date and an end date. You can have a 3-day challenge, a 5-day challenge, but a challenge, in my opinion, should not be more than 90 days. Okay. And what's the point of a challenge? The point of a challenge is to provide value and results in advance, so that at the end of your challenge, people are more likely to want to spend more time with you and invest money in your coaching program, buy your course, consume your product. So a challenge is a marketing system. It's a comprehensive marketing method to show people what you can do for them, to give them real results in advance. So that way, by the time you ask them to invest, they are fully with you and see the value. And how we do this is, one, you give them value and serve them over a period of time. Challenge has a start date, it has an end date, right? It could be as little as 3 days, probably no more than 90. What's the sweet spot, Pedro? Probably that 5 to 10 day range is the sweet spot we have found. Okay, everyone in a challenge commits to taking action. It's called a challenge for a reason. People expect to be challenged. You have the permission to challenge them, to push them, to ask them to take uncomfortable action. How many of you guys have noticed that all of the good things in your life have come on the other side of some uncomfortable action? If that's you, just say yes. Put yes in the chat if you're like, yes, Pedro, that sounds about right. So when you guys, a webinar, you can't, when someone comes to a webinar, they're just there passively watching. If they're watching YouTube, passively watching, they're scrolling through TikTok, passively watching. But in a challenge, they're giving you permission to coach them, to challenge them into taking action. And we all know that action, it's in the action that the transformation and the breakthrough and the results come. Okay. All right. Our challenge model is built around daily, live, actionable training. So you're not just giving them intellectual information, you're challenging them to actually do something with the information that day. Okay. Results driven. A challenge must be results driven, focused on one primary outcome. It could be a weight loss challenge. It could be drinking a gallon of water a day challenge. It could be a sleep better challenge. It could be a challenge on how to create your first online course, your first Facebook advertisement, your first podcast episode. It could be any number of things. It could be creating your first ever voiceover jingle. It could be all kinds of things. But it has to be one primary thing, one outcome, one promised outcome, results driven on one outcome. Why? Because people need focus. We need to be focused. We struggle for focus. And so a challenge creates focused energy and attention on one outcome. As you guys know, probably right now, we're in the middle of our 31-day wisdom challenge. For 31 days, we have been bringing people live training through a chapter a day in the book of Proverbs, a book of wisdom. 31, what's the outcome? To grow in wisdom. This challenge is not about marketing. It's not even about entrepreneurship. It's not about finances. It's not about any of these other, it's about wisdom. Wisdom is the primary topic. That's my primary promise. Come and you're going to grow in wisdom in 31 days. Okay. And then guys, the last one. A challenge helps you overcome obstacles in the lives of your clients. How? By giving them daily assignments that build momentum. How many of you here on this Zoom training absolutely know your biggest desire is to actually help people, to serve people? Yes, you want to make money, but you don't want to make money at the expense of people. You want to make money in service people. Who is that? If that's you, just type in me in the chat. Well, let me tell you guys, this is the best way to do it. It's very hard to serve somebody on a webinar. How can you truly serve somebody in a 30, 60-minute presentation? Or even on YouTube? It's just information. It's just free. Guys, it's just information. How do you serve somebody? Is you serve them by giving them some information, inspiration, motivation, accountability, connection, community, specific assignment, taking big thing, making it small bite-sized pieces, and helping them get into momentum. That's how you help people. An object at rest tends to do what? Stay at rest. But an object in motion stays in motion. You want to serve people, help them get moving in the direction they want to go. And that's what challenges do, guys. That's why it's so powerful. Now, from a more of a scientific approach, from a marketing approach, challenges are so powerful because a challenge, literally, you can, with one marketing strategy, you get to take someone through your entire value ladder. So you can literally take someone from a free opt-in, where you can take them from a free sign up into your free challenge, and you can walk them all the way up, even into your most expensive programs, literally within 5 or 7 days. Usually it takes months and months and months and ads and emails and all this stuff to get people to want to move that quickly with you. But because challenges build so much trust so quickly, Your ideal customers can go much quicker with you because now they know who you are, they trust you at a higher level, and they know you can get them the result. And guys, is that not the whole point of having a business? Is to serve people at the highest level possible as quickly as possible? I think it is. So this challenge framework in one step accomplishes what a lead magnet does, what a tripwire funnel, what a webinar funnel, what a high ticket funnel, all these different funnels, we achieve all those goals in one funnel, in one step, because it's a strategic step. It's a strategic marketing framework. It's not just siloed, okay? So that's why challenges are so powerful. Engage and consume. Challenges get your ideal customer to actually consume your stuff so they can actually get a real result. Guys, let's be very real. Like, people, if they don't consume what you have, how can they ever get the result? If this bottle of water is gonna, if what's in this bottle is gonna make my skin look amazing, which I wish it would. I wish this water would make my skin look better. I would drink even more. If what's in this bottle would help all my wrinkles go away, which that would be amazing. Right? But until I drink the bottle, until I drink the water, nothing will happen. I have to consume the water for the result. And so the reason why often we're like, gosh, like we want our customers to get the results, they have to consume the product. They have to actually drink the water. They have to actually take the supplement. They have to actually rub the cream on their skin. They have to actually do the workout. They have to actually engage and consume the training. Challenges drive consumption, guys, at a level we've never seen before. You can't do that on a webinar or anything else. How many of you guys know what I'm talking about? How many of you guys sell something that you know helps people, but they actually have to do it? They have to do it. They've got to consume it. They've got to actually engage with it, or else it's just, its potential unrealized. Okay. All right, let's keep going. How many of you guys know this principle that nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care? Well, guess what? A challenge allows you to do both of those things. You can prove people how much you care, and you can show them how much you know. And of course, I talked about this, that competency, that trust is built on competency and character. Trust is built on competency and character. And the speed of trust will determine how quickly your customers will buy from you, how often they'll buy from you, and at what level of investment they'll buy from you. How many of you guys are realizing that the whole name of business, everything about business comes down to trust? The more people that trust you, the bigger your business will be. How many of you guys agree with that statement? So if that's just, guys, if that's just really the whole name of the game, then the question is simple. How can I get more of my ideal customers to trust me? Here's how you do it. Show them who you are. Stop hiding behind ads. Stop hiding behind webinars. Stop hiding behind all this pre-recorded content. Stop hiding behind all these filters. This is really me. This is really me. I'm really here live. This is no filter. Yes, I really do have all these crow's feet. Yes, that's because I laugh all the time, right? This is really me, guys. This is how I really am. This is how I really look. This is how I really talk. Not everybody likes it. That doesn't matter. Enough people do. Let's go. How can someone trust you if they don't even know that's really you? You're projecting some image of you. Let them fall in love with the real you. The real you is good enough. Some of you need to hear that today. The real you is good enough. Very good enough. Very good enough. The real you is good enough. You don't need to pretend to be someone else. Okay? Let them fall in love with the real you so you can, then this challenge that you, and let them fall in love with what you can do for them. Let them fall in love with who you can be for them. How, Pedro? By actually being that for them. Be it for them for 3 days, for 5 days, for 7 days. Actually be that for them. They're like, wow, this is amazing. I already have people, we've had over 1,500 people, guys, join our 12-month mentoring program from the Wisdom Challenge. We have thousands more saying, I don't want this wisdom to stop. How do we keep this going? Right? So, because now they're in a routine and rhythm, and they want to keep that going. That's a very healthy way to grow your business. It's a very healthy way to lead and serve people that way. And say, hey, do you want to keep it going? No problem. Click here and join our program. What a simple way to grow your business, by authentically showing who you are, serving people, and helping them with help, and showing them who you can be for them for a temporary time frame, and then giving them a chance, if they like it, to go further. Guys, that's pretty simple, right? Anyhow, okay. A well-designed challenge is going to show your ideal customers how much you care, how much you know. You're going to build trust and record speed. Record speed. No, I've never seen a faster way to build trust than a challenge. The only thing that comes close is a live, immersive event. Right? If you can spend 3 days with someone, 2 or 3 days, in-person event, oh my God. If you could I'd rather spend 3 days in person with you than a 5-day challenge. But here's the problem. 1, we got COVID, right? People are still nervous about traveling. 2, it's very expensive, take a lot of time away. So we do both. We do lots of challenges, and then a couple times a year we do 3 live events, immersion. Okay, these are great ways to serve people. Now, not all challenges are equal. You're here to learn how can you design a great challenge, a hot challenge. Okay, and of course, the reason why challenges work is not just because they do all those things, but it actually eliminates fear of the unknown. Most buyers are afraid. Most buyers, consumers, are afraid of what, guys? Put in the chat. What are they afraid of? What are they afraid of? I'll tell you what it is. Sure, Bonnie, scammers, but worse, they're afraid of looking stupid. They're afraid of looking dumb, afraid of making a mistake, afraid of wasting their money, afraid of buying something and their spouse goes, you see, you dummy, there you go again, wasting our money on stuff. They're afraid of failing. They're afraid. Guys, so guess what? That's real. That's real. So Beverly says they're afraid you won't deliver. Well, not in a challenge, they're not, because you just delivered to them for free for 5 days, 7 days, 31 days. So what happens with this challenge is you eliminate all the fears of the unknown, because there's nothing left to be unknown. They know everything. And you take all the risk on yourself. You were totally averse to risk. Okay. So now let's talk about this. Let's go back to the main conversation. How do you crush your goal? Okay, Pedro, how many guys are convinced? Like, Pedro, I'm convinced. You got me. I'm good. I'm sold. Challenges. I'm going to do challenges. Okay. All right, let's go. Good. Just type in, just say you're in. If you're like, challenge, I'm in. Challenges. Challenges are going to be my path. Guys, trust me. This is the #1 path especially for early stage entrepreneurs. I'm telling you, like, literally, I'm stop doing other stuff. Go all in on this. I'm telling you right now, everything you want is on the other side of this framework. Because when you learn how to crush challenges, you can do everything else. It's so simple. Okay, now, how do you crush your goals? What's your financial goal for this year? I'm going to ask you that question. How many of you guys have already set a financial goal for the year? Okay, let's go. Put it in the chat. What is it? What is it? So some of you guys are committed to making your first $10,000 probably, right? Some of you it's 10K, 60K, 100K. Some of you guys want to do 100 grand. Some of you guys want to do 250. Some of you guys want to do $1 million. Okay. I really don't care what your number is. That is your number. That is based on you, how much time you have this year to work on this. That's based on all kinds of factors. Okay. So, but here's what I'm going to ask you guys for this exercise. Pick a number. Pick a number because we're going to do a working session. We're going to do a little work right now. We're going to do some math. Okay. So pick a number. What is your revenue goal for next year? Okay. I'm going to go for next year. So does everybody have a number? Does everybody have a number? Okay. Let's get your number. Get your number. You can change it if you want. But let's just pick a number. Okay. All right. Now, can we move on? Everybody got a number? Okay. Next step. What do you sell and for how much? Okay. Because guys, like, it's great to have a revenue target. Perfect. Now, my next question is, okay, what do you sell and how much is it? It's like, Pedro, I want to make $1 million next year. And I'm like, okay, what do you sell? I sell dry erase markers for 99 cents. And I'm like, okay. If you sell a dry erase marker for $1 and you want to make $1 million next year, we got to sell 1 million of these markers. Right? And I'm like, okay. Now we got to think about, like, how are we going to sell 1 million markers? Guys, that's a lot of markers, right? That might be tough. Okay. So again, what do you sell? How much for? Let me give you some ideas. Some of you are thinking about building a course or have a course. If you already have a course or you want to sell a course this year, just type in the chat course. Okay. Okay. Guys, selling courses is awesome. Okay. Selling a course is awesome. I will tell you, a course falls under DIY, do it yourself. There are people who like to do it themselves. DIY. There's a market of the DIY people. They want to buy a course. They want to buy it for as cheap as possible. And they're going to go do this themselves. This is the Lone Ranger category. They want to just buy the information, pay as little as possible, and they're going to go blaze a trail on their own. There are some folks like this. Okay. Courses sell for anywhere from $295 to about $2,000 these days. Now, this can vary by your niche, but if you want to sell a course, here's the price range for courses today. Does that make sense? So if you're like, okay, Pedro, I want to make $100,000 next year. I'm going to sell my course for $1,000. Boom. Guess what? You need to sell 100 people into your $1,000 course to make 100 grand next year. You guys see that? So you're like, well, no, Pedro, I don't want to do a course. I want to do a coaching program. So guys, some of you guys are coaches. Where are my coaches out there? You're a coach. You want to do coaching, one-on-one coaching or group coaching. Just put coach. Okay, guys, here's the deal. And again, this can be niche specific, but a coach, a one-on-one coaching program, a group coaching program, somewhere between 3,000 to 15,000 is kind of a good ballpark range for coaching programs. So if you're going to make 100K next year and you sell 5K coaching packages, guess what? No problem. You got to sell 20 people, right? 20 people at 5K. There's 100 grand. You guys seeing this? You guys seeing this? All right, good. I like how Monica Roseberry puts up her hand. She's like, yes, I see this. I see you, Monica. I like that. Okay. All right. And then, guys, you got things like, you got workshops. People like workshops. Some people like workshops. You know why? Some people have bought courses and they're like, you know what, Pedro, when I buy a course, I don't do anything. I buy it. I never look at it. I start it. I don't finish it. I need a workshop. I need to go for 2 days, 3 days, Zoom or in person, but I just need someone that can walk me through and just lock me in a room where I have to do the work. Guys, workshops are valuable. And a lot of people are really realizing they need the accountability. Guys, I think I may have this adult version of ADD. Now, when I was a kid, they didn't really talk about that too much. And I was a pretty mellow kid. I'm way more animated now than as a kid. I was a pretty chill kid. I kind of came alive as a grown-up, you know? Guys, it's hard for me to sit still. So these workshops where I go somewhere for a few days, I'm locked up in the room, I can't leave. I've mentally checked out. I'm there focused to do this for a couple of days. Guys, those have been helpful for me. So you can do a workshop, and people will pay premium money for workshops. People will pay a premium for a workshop. Okay, they will. And guys, workshop could be 3K, could be 10K. You could do them on Zoom. You can do them in person. And guys, a workshop could have 4 people in it. You don't need to have, Pedro, I don't have all these hundreds of thousands of customers like you. You don't need to. You can have a workshop with 4 people. Guys, you understand 4 people at 5K? It's 20 grand. Guys, how many guys would be pretty okay in making your first 20K online in the next 2-3 months? Guys, 4 people in a workshop. 4 people in a 2 or 3 day workshop for 5K. That's 20 grand. Oh, Pedro, you make it sound so easy. Well, it kind of is. What? Just you have to have something that you teach or can show people that would create enough value for them that they'd be willing to invest 5K. And there's a lot of things like that. Okay. And then finally, guys, you got like masterminds, right? You can have a mastermind 15K plus. There's 15K masterminds, 25K masterminds, 100K masterminds, right? But guys, that's kind of the menu. It's kind of the menu. I know some of you are like, you sell physical products, like you sell like sweaters, scarves, knives, you sell stuff. Okay, that's fine. Okay. But for many of you here, you're like, you're either selling a course, a coaching program, a workshop, a mastermind. Does that make sense? So here's my question. What are you going to sell? What do you think you're going to sell this year? And again, let's not talk about this year. Let's talk about the next 90 days. Let's bring it down. What do you think you could sell in the next 90 days? And for how much? Nishan, I love combining supplements and physical products with info products. So guys, think about this. In the next 3 months or less, what do you think of all these 4 options? What do you think you could sell and for what price? They're like, Pedro, I'm not sure, I'm brand new. Guess what? You can be an affiliate. You can sell other people's stuff. You could sell my stuff. You can sell, guys, we have an amazing course called Challenge Secrets. It's incredible. It's insane how valuable that course is. It's $1,000 course. If you want to sell that for us, sell it for us. We have a 50-50 affiliate program for that. You can make $500 just selling my program. It's awesome. You don't need to do any work. You don't need to do any of the training. You don't need to create a course. You don't even have to be the expert. If you don't have a product or a program you like, just find someone else's that you like. You can sell someone else's stuff. That's how I got started. I used to sell real estate. Then I got into mortgages. Then I started selling life insurance and retirement products. It wasn't until very recently that I became the product. Almost all of my career as an entrepreneur, I was never the product. I was just the consultant. I was just somebody that was helping people get the right product. When I sold life insurance, I was just helping them make the right decision. There was a company that was actually insuring their life, not me. When I sold a home, real estate, I didn't build a house. The house is already there. I just sold the house and got a real estate commission. So guys, one final thought here. If you're struggling to get started on this board, you're like, Pedro, I'm not sure I'm ready to doing these things yet. No, then no problem. Find a program, a course, an offer, find something you love, you believe in. This was the whole concept behind network marketing. Find a product you believe in and then share it, refer it, and earn revenue, earn commissions for selling a product you didn't have to create. We have the same opportunity in the information coaching business where you can sell programs and products you didn't have to create while you're developing your own stuff. Makes sense? So, okay, here we go. Here we go. Pick something. Pick something real quick now. What do you think you can sell in the next 90 days or less? And if you see nothing on this list, then just say, okay, Pedro, I'll sell your Challenge Secrets course. I'll sell Challenge Secrets, which that's a $995 program, and we have an affiliate rep, so you'll earn $500 selling that. So you can use that as an example. So let's go to the next page. Okay, guys, let's do the math. How many of guys, don't get lost. Don't get lost. This is like algebra, high school algebra flashbacks. How many of X do you need to sell at Y price to make Z money? Right? Because look, Econ 101, quantity times price equals money. So it's just that simple. So Scott, I want to talk to a few people. How many of you guys know? How many of you know what you want to sell in the next 90 days? Put your hand up. Put your hand up. Okay, I saw. All right, where did she go? I was going to call on somebody and the screen is shifting on me. The screen is shifting on me. All right, if you know, Katrina, I saw you first. You keep moving. Katrina, I'm going to mute you. I'm going to unmute. Scott, unmute Katrina. Hey, Katrina, how are you?
Fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. What do you want to sell, my friend, and how much is it?
A course that I started to launch without success. I want to relaunch it, and it's $397.
$397. Okay. And have you sold any of that before?
No.
Okay. All right. And how did you try and sell it
Webinar
before?
styled and had zero success.
You tried a webinar and it didn't work for you. Okay. Question. How long did you work on that webinar?
About 4 months. Just what you were saying yesterday with perfectionism and, oh, it's not the right take and re-recording videos and all of that.
Okay, Katrina, have we ever talked before?
No.
Okay, guys, like I didn't handpick Katrina. Okay, so listen, real talk. 4 months on a webinar, probably a lot of hours over those 4 months, and no sales. And I bet you the course is awesome. Katrina, what's the course about?
Grief taking control of your schedule and your life.
Okay, and is the course good or not? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it changed my life. God gave me a system to get back in control of my life, and I applied it, and it's been life-changing. I've accomplished more than I've ever been able to accomplish before. Okay,
guys, how many of you think Katrina actually has something that's valuable? How many guys believe her? I do. I believe her. Now, this happens all the time. Like, I hope you guys truly believe me. Like, Katrina, we've never met. I don't know anything about you. This is literally but this is what happens all the time. Here is somebody who has real breakthrough. She has real breakthrough. She got a real result. She actually she has a process. It works. And literally her goals, her dreams of selling it died in webinar land, which is where almost everyone's dreams die. In funnel, ads, webinar land is where dreams go to die forever. It's too hard. But Katrina, if you did a challenge, talk about take your time back now challenge, right? Or the 5 hour, or the 5 hour and 5 day, the 5 day, the 5 and 5 take back challenge. Well, what's that about? It's about how do we take back 5 hours in your week in 5 days or less. Okay. The 5 and 5 take back challenge. What's this about? I promise I'll give you 5 hours in your week back in 5 days or less. Okay. And without having to give up Netflix, without having to give up things you like. You can still watch Netflix. I'm going to find 5 hours. Guys, now Katrina's going to actually do a challenge. Take people through these 5 days. She's going to teach them, train them, and they're going to get results in those 5 days. They're like, oh my God, Katrina, I got all this value from you in 5 days. Imagine what's possible if I actually got the full course. And the course is how much?
$397.
$397. So Katrina, what do you want to make this year in 2022?
120,000. 10K.
Okay. And you have a $400 course, right?
Yes.
Do the math. You take 120 divided by 400. How many courses do you need to sell?
300. Is that the right math off the top of my head?
No, 3,000, I think. 3,000 people at $400, I think, is 120K, right?
300.
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
No, is it, man, maybe I have a.
I mean, I'll take selling 3,000.
I'm pretty tired. It's Friday. Usually I'm 300 times 400 is 120 grand. Oh my word. Katrina, what? Oh my gosh. I'm getting excited for you. You know what? How many challenges do you think you would need to do to sell 300 people into this program? How many challenges do you think you would need to do?
One a month, maybe.
Here's what I'll tell you. Are you willing to do one a month?
I would be willing to do one a month.
Okay. Can I issue you a challenge?
Yes.
I can tell you this right now. I'm going to make this promise to you right now in front of all these people. If you are willing to run a challenge a month this year, I will personally guarantee that you will do well over 300 units of that program. You will not need to run 12 challenges to do that.
Okay.
You'll probably have that done probably between month 4 and 6. You'll have surpassed that, especially with some coaching. But here's what I love about what you said. You said one a month. See, some people would have been like, oh, Pedro, I'll do that. Can I do it in one challenge? And the fact is, you might. You might be able to do 301 challenge. But guess what, guys? That's kind of, on one hand, I like the faith behind you. I like the faith it takes to say, I can do it in one challenge. But what I don't like is potentially the unwillingness to actually stay committed to a process. So when she said one a month, I'm like, okay, here we go. I can work with this. Now, it might not take one a month. It won't take one a month. I can assure you it won't take one a month. But her willingness to do one a month has me know that for sure this can happen for her. Because her first time doing a challenge, she might have no buyers. She might have 2 sales, 5 sales. And you're like, well, Pedro, if I only sell 5 people a month for 12 months, that's only 60 people. I'm going to come up short. No, you won't. Because if you sell 2 or 3 or 5 in month 1, you're going to learn a ton. You're going to make some adjustments. Now you got testimonials. Now you got social proof. Now you do challenge number 2. Those are your guest speakers. They come on. They talk about what they did. They talk about the results they got. Now you've got testimonials. Now you got social proof. Now you don't do 5, you do 8, 11, 14. And now you're like, shoot, now I got a little bit of money for ads. Now I got more proof. I got a little bit of, now I could put a little bit of ad budget towards this. And now all of a sudden, guys, it's just little by little. And all of a sudden now she's going to blow out that number. You guys seeing that? There's a principle that like big things come from little things. There's a principle that says, do not despise the day of small beginnings. Right? There's a principle about, are you willing to start small? If you're willing to start small, I got a process here for you that could take you to your wildest dreams and imaginations, but you got to be willing to start where you start. Now, you don't have to start small. Okay. Katrina, I'm stoked for you. I gave you a couple good little names there too. That was a nice little freebie. Real quick, let's get Katrina unmuted real fast. I want to just have a final little combo with her. Okay, Katrina. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I am. Are you committed to running a challenge a month in 2022?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Awesome. I want you to, as soon as you cross 300, I want you to tell me.
Okay.
And you can use one of those names if you want, or get a better name, but I'm excited to see what you do with this framework.
Thank you.
It's gonna be
I'm
great.
excited
It's gonna be
too.
great. All right, guys. Let me do this. Let me take one more little hot seat here. Oh man, wow, top of the hour, my word. Who has a goal? How many of you are already selling something? You're already selling something. Maybe you're already doing 50K, 100K or more. Is anyone doing about 100K or more already? Anyone? 100K or more. Who's doing 100K? Let me see. Put your hand up. Let me see. Who's 100K or more? 70K, 50K. Who's selling something? You've got results. You've got customers. You've got testimonials. All right, Monica, let's go. You've been waving at me all morning. What's up, Monica?
Hey, nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you. I love your energy. Tell me, what do you sell?
I sell coaching right now, and I am specializing in people who choke under pressure, and I'm migrating over to influencers who don't want to sabotage their success.
Okay. What do you charge? Like what's your typical package price? What's the price point?
When I work with golfers, it's about $1,000 for a package. A lot of my work is one and done. I work with golfers with the yips. I work with people trying to pass their SAT exams, kids who don't pass their driver's exams. So it kind of ranges on sort of like how much value they have. And I'm beta testing a lot of my work. So some people, I do a lot of free work, so I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so you work with golfers, and then you work with kids who are going to take an SAT test.
Yeah.
Kids in that drive. Okay, all right. So you kind of all right, a couple things for you, my friend. What is your two questions? One, what of all those things you can help people with, which one pays the best? Who's willing to pay you the most for the work you do?
The athletes.
And by athlete, you mean golfers?
Yes.
Okay. And what kind of are these like professional golfers, student athletes? Are these just like middle-aged men who want to beat their friends on the weekends? Like, what are we talking about right now?
The work that's the hardest is with pro golfers who have dropped out of the tour because of the yips. And then there's what I call the silverback gorillas, who are the big CEOs who, when they got their underlings by them and they got a 3-foot putt, their hands start to shake. So that's my favorite part.
Good. Okay. So can I give you a suggestion?
Please.
Okay, guys, Please listen up, everybody. This is why a lot of people and many of you may be struggling. And this is one of my secrets to my success is I always am laser focused on who I'm trying to serve. I don't try to be all things to all people. My advice to you, Monica, to blow up your what's your income goal for next year?
1,111,018.
That was you that put that number? I was like, man, I saw this number come up. Okay. So let me tell you how you're going to get there, Monica.
Bill, tell me.
You're going to be the choke, the golf coach choke, the no choke golf coach
I own chokecoach.com.
to CEOs, to executives. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Don't worry about anybody else. Don't worry about kids failing their driving test. Hey, let their parents worry about that. That ain't a business. Don't worry about that. Right? Focus on these guys and gals, probably mostly men. They have egos. They have big egos. They want to show off and not look stupid.
Yes.
And they got money, disposable income. They love golf. Okay. Now, what would they pay for this? Is it just a one-shot deal? Is it like what's this process? How does it work?
On average, it takes me about 5 hours now.
Okay. So that can't be one shot, is it? It's a 5-hour one shot, or is it broken up over a couple of weeks?
Most of my training starts with a 3-hour download, and then I work with them if they still need me.
All right.
Go with them to the tournaments. I'll ride in the cart. I'll, follow them on course if they need me, if there's a championship or a tournament, which they're in.
What's the most the CEO's ever paid you for what you do?
5,000.
Is that okay? And does that feel about right? Is that something you think you could sell? Is that or do you think the price should be higher, lower? Does that feel about right to you?
I'm getting faster and faster, so the price is going up because their time is money.
Yeah, I was going to say. Okay. And a CEO or a big time executive is going to be willing to invest at least $5,000 so they can know that they'll never choke again, that they'll be able to just to not be embarrassed and perform on the golf course and be more confident on the golf course when they're doing business.
Correct.
Okay, I just gave you a big key. I gave you a big key, I think.
Okay.
You can sell this as not choking, but what's better is confidence.
Correct.
Confidence. You know how many CEOs, executives do deals on golf courses? And if they had more confidence when they were out there, how that would translate to them being able to be more powerful in the business conversation?
Got it. Got it.
See, I was starting to get nervous because I'm like, would I spend $5,000 not to choke? I'm like maybe, but I would spend $5,000 to be more confident every second I was on a golf course doing business.
These guys pay $250,000 for their club dues, so it's not.
There you go.
Silicon Valley.
There you go. But think about it now, because listen, here's the challenge with don't choke. For me to buy a no choke offer, what do I have to admit about myself, Monica?
You're joking, and that sucks. That's
Guys with egos never admit they suck.
yes.
So now you're going to say it's about confidence, increased confidence. And if they even close one extra deal,
Got it.
it's worth $10,000.
Got it.
Now you can charge 10.
Okay.
I have goosebumps. You know what the goosebumps mean? Those are called the money goosebumps. Like I only get the goosebumps
I got
when
it.
I know it's an amazing idea.
Thank you.
Okay. So a 10K, $1 million, you guys sell what? 100 CEOs. Not that hard.
I got
You
it.
know why? Because all these guys and gals too, but mostly these are probably mostly guys.
Yes.
They all know each other.
Yes.
Hey, Brad, what's going on, Brad? What do you mean? You used to always blow these putts. Like,
Mm.
dude, like what's going on? Like, you got a new putter? Yeah, like what's happening? You taking steroids? What are you doing? They're like, nah, man, nah. They're like, dude, stop lying. You're doing something. Like something is different. Well, I got this gal, Monica. Boom.
Yeah.
Easy, 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 easy.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, guys. I was hoping to be done by now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I was going to be done by now. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Okay. How many guys got value from my conversation with Monica and Katrina? Okay, good. I hope so. Hot seats are never just for the person I'm talking to. Hot seats are for everybody, and you're getting a chance to learn through someone else's experience and conversation. Okay. So now here's what I was going to do. Scott, you just dropped a worksheet, right?
Yes, I did.
All right. Can I get 15? Who's willing to give me 15 more minutes so I can walk through how to think about your challenge? Okay. I see 15 minutes from Karen, 15 minutes from Katrina. That's 30, 15 from Leslie, 45. That's a kind of a dumb preacher joke. No, just kidding. It's still kind of funny though. It's still kind of funny. Okay, Scott, drop the worksheet, man. Drop the worksheet. Now, well, guys, we'll wrap up in about 15. Okay, but let me show you this. Okay, here we go. Here's the worksheet. This is a big gift. This is a big gift I'm giving you guys. This is I've never shared this unless somebody was part of our program, part of our 15K coaching program, part of or invested in our course. But I want you guys to have this for being on this training call. I'm going to share my screen here. All right, you guys see this?
Sue.
Okay. All right, guys. This is my 8-figure challenge marketing worksheet. 8 figures means $10 million a year in revenue. Okay. They're like, Pedro, I don't need to make 10 million to be happy. Okay. Well, then just use the worksheet to make as much as you need to be happy. Stop whenever you want. Right? Is that fair enough? But this will take you to 100K, 500K, a million, 3, 4, 5, 10, right? We've taken this to do well over 10 million a year, not one, but now 2 years in a row. To have an amazing challenge, first, you must get clear about your who. Who are you going to serve? Who are you going to serve? Who is your ideal customer? Man, woman, age, location. We saw, I think was it Monica? I'm horrible with names. Was it Monica, Scott, I just talking to?
Yep.
Okay, Monica, gender, men, age, probably over 50. Location, could be US based or it could be
All over the world.
Silicon Valley, New York, right? Interest, golf. Okay. There we go. There we go. She's done. Right?
Yeah.
What problem is she solving? These men lack confidence on the golf course and they're nervous about looking stupid in front of their team member, employees, looking dumb in front of, being embarrassed in front of big prospective customers. How is she going to solve that problem? Well, I don't know her process, but she got some process, right? She's got, hopefully, Monica, you got some process. You have a name for your process. It's the Monica magic process, whatever you call this thing, right? But that's her how. She has her how. But that's it. That's it. Okay. So right there, guys, I want to stop there. Most entrepreneurs fail and struggle in business because they never do the work of step one. They never get a clear, specific how. Katrina, you also need this. Because Katrina, who wants more time in their week? Everybody. But if it's for everybody, it's for nobody. Pedro, I'm called to the world. The thing I do is for everyone. No, it ain't. You ain't Jesus. You're not called to the world. Sorry. You're not called to the world. You're called to your world, not the world. The world's a big place, guys. 7 billion people in the world. You're probably not going to reach the world. Facebook hasn't even reached the world. I mean, in fact, Jesus hasn't even reached the world. There's still unreached islands and people who've never even heard of him. Most famous guy in history. They're like, heard Jesus? Like, nope. So you're not going to reach the world. And I'm not trying to steal your dreams, but you can reach your world. Who's your world? Right? Monica, your world is these CEOs who want to feel confident on the golf course and close more deals, make more money on the course. Here's the pitch: how to never lose another deal on the golf course again. Monica, I'm literally hooking you up right now. But I would never even be able to get this creative if I didn't have a clear picture of who this was for. Because imagine if imagine if Monica hires me to be a marketing coach and she's like, okay, Pedro, help me out. I sell to potentially billionaire golfer CEOs and I help little Ricky pass his driving test. I'm like, Monica, what the hell are we talking about? You want me to create marketing for you that attracts little Ricky and the CEO of NVIDIA at the same time? This is what most people do. So micro niche, niching down, very specific. Katrina, you got to go pick who do you want to help get more time back? Are they CPAs, accountants? Are they real estate agents? Are they busy stay-home moms? Are they middle-aged, burnt out male executives who want to be better dads? But it better be somebody. It better be somebody. Okay, so guys, don't sleep on this worksheet. Put in the work of narrowing down your niche, getting specific. There's a saying, there's riches in the niches. How many of you have heard that saying before? There's riches in the niches. Guess what? That's an old saying. You know what the new saying is? It's now there's so much competition. There's so many people trying to be online. There's so much advertising and noise. Now you have to be even more specific. Now you got to go into the micro niche to stand out. You got to go into a micro niche. The niche is probably too crowded. There's probably too many options at the niche. Think about this: market, entrepreneurship, sub-market, marketing, niche market, online marketing. Online marketing is hella crowded, but challenges, boom, I'm the number one guy. I'm the challenge guy, king of challenges, all here by myself. Online marketing, now I gotta be now I'm in a crowd of people. Now I'm in a crowd. Well, Pedro, there's Ryan Dice, there's Russell Brunson, there's blah, 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 blah. Now I'm in a crowd. We go into the micro niche challenges. I'm in a crowd of one. No one's confused about who the number one challenge marketer on the planet is. His name is Pedro. But if I was trying to be the number one online marketer, oh man, it'd be tough, crowded, noisy. How many guys have imposter syndrome you deal with? This is the cure for imposter syndrome. I say this all the time. Carve a niche so tight, so small, only you fit inside of it. Then it's one-on-one. They either hire you or nobody, because there's no one that does what you do for that people. Then you have no imposter syndrome, because who are you impersonating? You're the only person showing up that way for those people. How many guys saw yesterday's training? How many guys saw today's training? How many guys can clearly tell I do better when I can see your face? Yesterday, I was like, no. I'm all Scott. I'm like, hey, bro, I think yesterday sucked, man. He's like, no, it's all good. I'm like, nah, man, I don't feel like it was a good training. I feel bad. Because guys, you guys pull the energy out of me. You guys pull this stuff out, man. You got to play your strengths. Play your strength. Okay, one last. Gosh. Okay. All right. What do you do, guys? What's your offer? Get clear about what your offer. Is it a course? Is it DIY? Is it done with you? A workshop, coaching? Is it done for you? Do you sell a service? Are you going to build out someone's website, a funnel for them? Are you going to run their ads for them? Are you a chiropractor? Are you going to do something for them? Either it's a DIY offer, do it yourself, done with you, coaching, workshop, or done for you. You're a service provider. Okay. What is it? What's it called? How much is it? You got to make it scarce. You got to create urgency. What are the bonuses? Okay. Then there's why. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And why must they do this? Okay. If you want to have people move and take advantage and work with you and move. So when you say click here, they click there, you want to use movement-based messaging. You want to stand out in the crowd, you got to use this type of language. So what is the future-based cause? For Monica, the future-based cause is, Mr. CEO, as you're driving to the golf course to close the biggest deal of your life, here's what you won't be worrying about. You won't be worrying about looking foolish, being embarrassed, or you won't be afraid of making a huge blunder at a critical time. You will be able to confidently drive up, show up, knowing that your mind is in a position and you have access to power to stay focused and present to not just play a great game of golf, but close what could be the biggest deal of your life. Versus right now, you're losing sleep the night before, how nervous and concerned and worried you are, hoping you show up, hoping you don't make a huge mistake. Now you can sleep great, drive up, and be confident from the first step you put on that course. You're going to feel confident. And that's going to shape everything about how you show up. Okay? You guys see that? Taking a stand, guys, taking a stand. Some of you guys are coaches, consultants, service providers. Take a stand for something. Take a stand against things. Okay? Who do you want to be for your people? Are you an expert? Are you the leader? Okay? So, and then guys, from there, all of the rest kind of flows. Okay? All the rest flows, but you really got to nail down your who, what, why, and then the rest of the worksheet that kind of makes a lot more sense. Guys, we're out of time for today. But here is what I want to do before we go. I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Super simple. If you are like, okay, Pedro, these 2 days have been fun. I'm convinced I want to run challenges in 2022. I am convinced I want to run challenges in 2022 to launch, grow, and or scale my business. Pedro, I am convinced that my best path to my 100K, my best path to my 200K, my best path to my $1,111,000 in the case of Monica, this whole past 2 days, I've had one goal, and that is to persuade you that your best path to whatever revenue goal you have as it relates to launching or growing an online business is with challenges. If you would say, Pedro, I am persuaded to that extent, just put me in the chat. Just put me in the chat. If I've helped you get clear one way or the other, with my help or without my help, you're going to go run challenges this year as your primary marketing strategy, then put me in the chat. Okay, great. That was my primary goal. That's my primary goal. Okay, now, I believe that your chance of succeeding, the time it will take for you to crush challenges, your ability to actually succeed, grow, prosper, and do this much quicker, faster, bigger level. I just happen to believe that you'll be able to do that better with our help than without our help. How many of you guys think that's probably a fair statement? How many of you guys think that's probably a reasonable position to take? We've done over 55 challenges. We've brought in over $22 million in the last 3 years, directly tied to challenges. Dean Graziosi, Russell Brunson, Ryan Dice, Roland Frazier, Grant Cardone, Eric Worre, Lewis Howes, all of them who are phenomenal marketers are either running our framework or personally came to me for help. And these guys are pretty sharp. So if they felt like I could help them, certainly I'm pretty confident we can help you guys. So super simple. crushitcall.com. Go there now, schedule a call with, there are people from our team right now with calendar slots open this afternoon. They're like, can we take off early Friday? I was like, nope, you can't take off early Friday. In fact, I'm going to ask you to open up some slots on Saturday. So guys, there we have slots open to talk with our team right now, this afternoon and tomorrow and some on Monday. But like, guys, like for real, like don't play around with this. If you're like, while you're in momentum, while it's on your mind, go schedule a call to talk to our team, to learn more about how we can support you in 2022 to help you crush your income goals, crush your financial goals with our support. Okay. Scott, Robin's saying the first slots are on Sunday. Can you make sure that's not correct, Scott?
Yeah, I saw some bookings already come through, so I'll check with the team. Make sure that.
Well, can you check right now?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me just do it. Let me go to Crush Your Call right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing the first slots on Sunday right now.
All right. So how do we fix that?
I will get with the team to make sure that those slots open up.
Okay. All right. Let's do that. Scott, do that right now, Scott. While let me take some questions. Okay. So guys, book a call and connect with the team. We have a couple ways that we can support you. We can have a couple ways that we can support you. As you guys know, we obviously have a course. For some of you, maybe the course makes sense. We also have a coaching program. For others of you, that's going to make more sense. Okay. So I'm already like 20 minutes over, so I don't want to go into all that right now. Just connect, book your call, get with the team, and they're going to learn more about you, where you're at in your journey, in your business, and then they'll recommend what makes the most sense for you. But basically, we have a course and we have a coaching program. And out of one of those two, one might make more sense for you than the other, and they're going to help you do that. Okay. So guys, let's do this. While Scott's working on this, while Scott's getting this fixed, and that's at crushitcall.com. If you guys have questions, drop them in the chat. Drop them in the chat. And let me answer a couple questions while Scott's working on the schedule. Okay, guys, drop some questions in the chat. And let me ask a couple questions. Yeah, if you want to be an affiliate, then I would say email Scott. While Scott's gone, I'm going to blow up his email. Scott at pedroadeo.com. He's not going to be happy I did that, but it's all right. Scott at pedroadeo.com is how you can inquire about becoming an affiliate. And guys, real talk. I obviously I'd rather you actually be a customer of the product first. Actually know the product, take the course, so that way you know it's awesome. You know how awesome it is. That way, when you promote it, when you recommend it, you're actually recommending something that that you know and you've seen, you believe in. So, all right, guys, drop some questions. Katrina, for the challenge, do I teach the course info without giving printable material? So you can do that, Katrina. Obviously, you don't need to give the full course. You can maybe just talk about maybe elements of the course, you know, or another way you could do it too, Katrina, is you can teach the whole, you kind of could teach the course for free over 3 days or 5 days. And then say, hey guys, this content, this training all goes away at the end of the 5 days. And if you want to have lifetime access, you can sign up for $297 or $397. Did you catch that, Katrina? Right? You can actually teach the course live for free or for $37 for, you do a paid challenge, right? You guys, not all challenges have to be free. They can be a paid challenge. You can do a paid challenge for $47, $97, $37. And then say, if you want lifetime access to all 5 days, it's $497, $297. Okay. All right. Nishan, we don't have a German product yet. We do have it in Spanish and Portuguese and English. Those are the languages we have. Crush It with challenges in Spanish. Portuguese, I think, is almost done or is done. And English is, and guys, this is the exact same program that Russell Brunson wrote me a very large check. A very large check to be able to give his $25,000 coaching students access to our course, and for me to come in there once a month for hot seats, once a month. Big check. Okay. So lots of value here, and you guys have access to this directly from us at a much affordable price point. Okay. All right, Angel. Yeah, just sit tight, guys, on the calls. Those slots were all supposed to be open today, so I'm not sure what happened about that. We've had so many people have successful challenges, so many different industries, so many different niches, beginners, people that were brand new, and people that have been around for a long time. So guys, like literally with whether it's the course, the coaching program, all the templates are there. So I mean, literally all of our funnels are there, guys. We've done so many challenges, guys. We literally have optimized our funnels, our pages, our sequences. So whether the course or the coaching is best for you, just know you're going to get everything you need to basically make your first challenge. You're going to look like a pro in your very first challenge. How many guys would like to look really experienced your first time doing this? Yeah. See, my first challenge, man, it was the ugliest funnel you've ever seen, right? But guys, now we've done 55 of these things. We've had over 200,000 people come through our challenges. So we give you all the templates, the funnel templates, the email templates, all you need to pull this off. Even for those of you guys running ads. So it's really a comprehensive opportunity. I see, Scott, you're back. Scott, what is the update?
I'm back. I had put the booking link in the notes, so people had already taken some of the slots that were remaining for Friday. The team is gonna see if they can open more slots for Saturday. There is some slots for Sunday, but I've already DM'd a couple of people directly. Guys, if you want to talk today, like if you're serious about it, I'm happy to take your phone call this afternoon, like right after this call. So Angel and I are going to connect right after this, and we'll get those booking slots open. But in the meantime, I'm happy to chat with you directly. Just send me a DM, and I'll and we can connect.
What do you mean a DM? What does that mean?
Well, you know how you can direct message people in the chat right here.
Oh, okay. All right. So guys, for those of you guys that want to talk, man, guys, this is Scott. You're talking to Scott, the man, directly today. I mean, the team is great, but this is the guy right here. So if you're like, hey, Scott, I don't want to wait till Sunday, and I wouldn't, just send him a message here in chat. Scott, I also gave people your email address.
I heard that. That's amazing.
Scott@pedroadeo.com.
I gotta get a new one now.
You can email him there, guys, but honestly, only email him if you're like, hey, Scott, I want to talk to you tonight, right now. Like I'm ready to go. How can you guys help me? So, or you can use the link at crushacall.com and then just book a call for tomorrow or Sunday. But those of you guys that I know of a group this size, some of you guys, and guys, I mean, typically we only really do stuff like this at our big event. Or once a year, we do a big movement maker challenge. So some of you guys have probably been waiting around to get my coaching, get my help. How many of you guys think if you had a conversation with me like Monica and Katrina had, your business would probably go to the next level pretty quickly? Guess what we do in the coaching program? I do that hot seats all the time. Right? I do that. Scott does that. A bunch of us do that. So guys, that's how we do those. I can't even tell you how many people I've just literally handed 6-figure and 7-figure ideas to, challenge names, hooks. And just, it's fun for me. I'm creative and I like to help our students. So, all right. So
Pedro, why don't I let you go? And I'm getting a lot of DMs right here. So I'll clean up, make sure everyone has what they need. And so if you guys want to just wish Pedro a goodbye, and I'll make sure everyone gets what they need before we leave.
Cool. I'm going to jump off, guys. You guys are amazing. Just so you guys all got the 8-figure challenge worksheet. Okay. The worksheet is amazing. And yet, that was my gift for you guys. And yet, man, I'd love to help as many of you as possible crush your 22 goals with this framework. That's what Scott and I do. We've helped hundreds and hundreds of people. So I'd love to see as many of you guys take us up on that. You guys are amazing. Scott, I'm gonna turn it back to you with any other questions that people may have. Love you guys. Have a great weekend.
Cool. Thanks, Pedro. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I have probably no less than 15 DMs already. So I want to try to make it a little easier on me so I know exactly what you want, right? If you have questions, because it's 4:30 right now where I am on the East. If you have questions and you just have a couple of things that you want to work out and you're serious about joining, and learning more, then we can have those conversations today. If you feel like it can wait and you want to have a longer dialogue, I probably can't do longer dialogues until early next week, right? Just because I have 4 little kids right over there who need their daddy to start pizza night in a couple of hours. So here's what I want you to do. If you want to have a conversation tonight, just email me at scott@pedrodeo.com with the subject line convo tonight, right? If you can wait, then you can have a conversation with Patrick or Jeff on our team, and you're just going to book their time. I think last time I looked, it was in the afternoon on Sunday. Monday and Tuesday are also available. Okay. Everybody will get the replay. So when you go to that page, you'll see that the replay from yesterday is on that page. Once the replay from today is on that page, we'll put it on there as well. So we'll put both of those. Okay. So 2 different reasons for the email. If you want to be an affiliate, right? Pedro really, really, really recommends being a customer of Challenge Secrets. If you're going to be an affiliate, it's just kind of like, well, how can you know if you like Nikes if you've never worn them, right? So you got to see the course, you got to experience the course. Many of you might be able to be like, well, if it's good enough for Russell Brunson, it's good enough for me. I would agree with you. But we'd like you to kind of experience it from that perspective. So you just send me an email at scott@pedrodeo.com with the subject line affiliate, right? Affiliate. And then if you want to have a conversation, scott@pedrodeo.com with the subject line, book a call. Okay. So I will do my very, very best to get to everyone that I can. If I have to DM you, we can go that way too. But guys, listen, just to answer some of your questions, I've helped Pedro build Crush It with Challenges since the beginning. I've helped, fulfill on all of his programs, from Crush It with Challenges to Challenge Secrets to now Crush It University. And there's a little bit for everybody, right? Challenge Secrets is more of a do-it-yourself, right? One thing that Pedro didn't really talk too much about is the types of offers. We have do-it-yourself, right? Which is like here's a course, go take some action, go have some results, right? And then there's more of a done with you, okay? So our Challenge Secrets course is more of a do-it-yourself. Our Crush It University course is mastery. It's about mastering challenges, and it's a done with you coaching program, right? So we walk through every single week, coach you on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? Put you into small groups once a week so that you can really master the content, right? If you want to dabble, it's probably not for you, to be honest with you. If you want to dabble, but if you're looking to be serious and looking to take action, and you're looking to develop a challenge-based business, I personally am biased, but I don't think there's anywhere else in the world that's a better place to be. So I hope that answers your question. Let me just look in the chat real quick to make sure I got that. Yes. Hey guys, thank you. Listen, I'm super grateful that you guys said yes 2 days in a row. We hope that it added value to your life, to your business, to your belief about who you are and what you're capable of. Remember, challenges solve problems for people. That's how the profit comes. Okay. It's not about a money grab. It's not that money's not important, but we solve problems for people. That's why we win. That's why Pedro has ascended so fast and so high as an elite marketer, because he cares. He shows up, right? He goes the extra mile. So I hope you've seen that. If you do nothing with any of the options that we have available, we love you, and no matter what, right? We want you to be a part of Crushing It with Challenges. So take that worksheet, fill it out. I promise you, it is the exact thing that we teach in our programs. It's not some fluff worksheet. As you can see, it's comprehensive. It takes some thought. So please get after that. All of you who sent me an email, I will do my very best to get back to you as soon as possible. And with that, I wish you guys a goodbye. Thank you so much. Take care.